Hello guys, welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator, and as you can see we are in Egypt today. We're actually near Cairo International, which is one of the handcrafted airports, and this is the perfect place really because I've actually just landed here, well yesterday, as part of my world tour, and of course there's a new patch that's been released. I know I'm a bit late to the party on this one, but so much is going on in the world of flight simulation really, it's hard to keep up. But yeah, I'm just checking it out really, and I think really you can check the patch notes. In fact, I'll put a link in the description below. I'm not going to go through all of them, but I think the main particular points are sort of the avionics tweaks of some of the biz jets, like the Longitude, the CJ4, which I've noted actually, and in some ways unfortunately it's made things worse, but I'll get into that in a moment. But also the real crucial thing here is performance improvements, optimizations, and as you can see here, I am absolutely, surrounded by custom objects and 3D buildings everywhere, and I'm getting really nice performance. And in fact, this is no good to you unless I actually show my frame rate, so I'll do that now with the General tab. This is how you do it, guys, in case you're wondering. Go to your developer mode, switch that on, hit apply and save. Very useful actually feature this, and display FPS. Now check that out, guys. I'm getting 44 frames per second with everything maxed. I've got 16 gigs of RAM, and I'm recording as well, which takes a few few frames off, not that many, but maybe 2 or 3. And we're getting, let's say about 40 to 45 frames per second in an incredibly detailed area. Now I've got the points of interest marker turned on. I know it's not realistic, but I don't really care. I'm touring, I'm enjoying a city I've never been to, and I love that feature. I think that's great. Aerofly has the same thing, and when you want to just have a look around, this is the perfect option to put on. I'd recommend doing it. So yeah, things are incredibly smooth. I'm not getting many stutters. At the moment it's saying limited by GPU, which is interesting, but it's kind of going from that with a flickering to limited by CPU. So I think one of the reasons why my computer is running so well with this new sim is because it's balanced quite well. I think the CPU and GPU are perfectly matched. Now, do you really need that 3080 or that 3090 card? Well, to be honest, judging by many of the performance comparisons right now, I don't think it's really worth it. If you have a 1080 Ti card, I think really I would hold fire for a bit, because that card is so powerful and a good match for this sim that I don't think right now you're going to get a massive performance increase really. I think you're just going to end up being bottlenecked by probably your CPU, because even though this is a next generation simulator in terms of its graphical sort of technology, I still think a really powerful CPU is always going to win over a powerful GPU. But I think the results speak for themselves here. The performance is very nice indeed. I have definitely noticed an increase just in, I suppose, the lack of stutters as well. I still get stutters, don't get me wrong, but they are few and far between now. Wow, I love that turbulence. That's another thing that's been added, by the way, is just or tuned, is the sort of turbulence modelling. Feels a lot more slicker. It feels like the aircraft is moving through the air more convincingly, and when you do hit a pocket of turbulence, just like you just saw there, it feels just more realistic. There's also been some interesting sort of little tweaks, like I think vibration when you're going through cloud with precipitation. I never even knew that was a thing, if I'm honest, but yeah, okay. And sort of the vibration of the engine at sort of certain RPMs, which I have noticed as well, which is really nice. If you want a full in-depth sort of I guess evaluation of this new patch, this really isn't the video. This is just me sort of feeling how it is, but I'll link in the description below Squirrel's video, which I think is very, very good and a lot more in depth than what I'm going to do today. So I'd recommend checking his video out for all of the sort of main features. But I'm going to talk about a few things that he doesn't mention that's actually broken. Now, live weather now works better. That's a godsend, because I couldn't stand having to restart my flight every time because it wouldn't show the correct conditions. Although ATIS is still broken. It still reports 3 miles visibility and 3 different cloud layers, which generally tend to be the same. That is a shame. They really need to sort that out. I can't believe they haven't, and how that's escaped them, I've no idea. So a bit bemused by that one, to be honest. What else? Also, for me personally, I don't know if this is the same for you, when I try and do a flight, say in the Citation or the Airbus, but particularly the longitude I've noticed is the main issue, and the TBM, if I set a flight plan in the main sort of flight planning screen, or even if I try and set one up, the PFD does not show my correct magenta line. I don't know what's going on there. It could be just an issue with my update, because I know that's another thing as well. This patch has caused all sorts of sort of weirdness and crashes and other issues that are sort of bespoke to each person, so that's not great at all. I might even have to reinstall the flight sim if this issue carries on. I can't find anyone else having this issue, but yeah, just check that out, guys. Let me know in the comments if you're having the same problem. But as I say, flight plans are not showing at the moment in the G1000, G3000, sorry, and G5000 setups, which is a bit weird, to be honest. I don't know what's going on there. Another issue that I've noticed is the Autopilot, which will try and kill you, particularly in the longitude. I've noticed on the way here, it will suddenly veer to the left or right, and actually you'll end up into a spiral dive if you're not careful. In fact, I'll put a video of that very flight and another one of the 172, I think it was, or another aircraft, can't remember now, but I'll show you that in the right hand corner now. Just check that out, guys. That was the Autopilot going crazy. I have no idea why. That still needs fixing, and it's a pain in the bum, for lack of a better word. It is YouTube. Try and be I won't swear or anything, but yeah, it's really annoying, really annoying, and that needs sorting out. Get rid of this frame rate counter for a second. Oh, by the way, there's this added as well, which is a sort of active pause. So all of your systems and everything else is still working, but your aircraft is completely paused, sort of in mid-air, which is, it's strange because, you know, I think it was the what was it called, the pause break key on your keyboard, but now they've added it into this main section here. I'm a bit sort of indifferent about that, really, to be honest. I think another icon on this huge sort of screen here is a bit much, but that's me being really picky. You know, it's fine. Right, let's take the FPS counter off here. And I'll also take the general developer mode off, which you can find here. Very useful. I often fly with that, particularly if I'm not making a video, because it's always handy to have that there. Oh, look at that! That is incredible! Super detail as well. That is amazing detail. I've noticed, you know, the points of interest in 3D modelling is at a new level, really. You know, there's not many points of interest that I come across where I think, that's just a port over from the old FSX. These are all very high quality. Look at that. Wowzers. Just look at the detail. Even the monorail is modelled. That very interesting looking tower there. It looks like it's made of matchsticks. All the beautiful 3D cars. As I say, this airport is a little bit bugged. Interesting looking tower over there. Sometimes sort of on the taxiways, certain routes, you'll you know, suddenly hit an imaginary bump. So there are a few mesh issues, but that's okay. I'm sure they'll get sorted out eventually. This is a very nice looking airport indeed. Beautiful. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave the video here. I'm going to carry on touring. I need to find the red pyramids, I think. So I need to head back over in that direction again. think they might be over there somewhere actually. But thank you so much for watching, guys. Let me know in the comments how you got on with this new patch. I'm sure there'll be another one before too long, and that in itself shows the dedication to this flight sim. It's a 10-year project, guys, so they're in this for the long haul. Take care, see you soon. Bye bye for now.